counselor for Spiritual Living Leesburg. Our theme for 2023 is Living Out Loud. And this month, our focus is My Passion, My Purpose. The title of our talk today is Passionately Living Your Purpose Out Loud. And it will be given by our wonderful spiritual director, Charlene. We are so glad that you joined us here today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with us. We really appreciate it. Feel free to add in the comments section any celebrations or concerns that you would like us to include later when we have our spiritual mind treatment, which is a form of affirmative prayer. All right, that's getting us started, but let's do our welcoming video to officially kick things off. Settle back, relax, and welcome. Please join us as we create our sacred space. We set our intentions of deepening into our awareness and practice of our 5 pillars of spiritual living by lighting this candle in our virtual world. Our first pillar is sacred study, represented by the divine quality of truth. We use this pillar to recognize the importance of an open mind and the power of our minds. The second pillar is affirmative prayer, represented by the divine quality power. This pillar honors the power of prayer in our daily lives. Our third pillar is meditation and the divine quality of peace. This pillar reminds us of the importance of meditation and the peace we feel when we quiet our minds. The fourth pillar is circulation and the divine quality of life. We know that the great law of circulation works in our lives. As we give, so shall we receive. And the fifth pillar is sacred service and the divine quality of love. This pillar affirms our call to be a service to our world as we see through the eyes of love. Let us close our eyes as we bless this sacred space and our time together. As we weave each of these pillars of spiritual living into our service today, may they deepen our own spiritual practices of study, prayer, meditation, circulation, and service, expanding our minds and our hearts to the 5 divine qualities of truth, power, peace, life, and love. We also bless everyone who made our service possible today and everyone in attendance. May the energy of love that is generated here bless everyone abundantly, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now it's the time for our meditation. And I picked out a meditation that I call the wonderful meditation. And I'm at a new school, and I've been thinking a lot as the school year starts, how I was the one who decided, it's kind of a leap of faith to change a place where you've worked at for a while. But I'm so, so happy with my decision. So this meditation reminds us that we are co-creators in our lives, and we bring into our life what we choose to bring into it. So as we begin the meditation, just sit back, become comfortable, relax your muscles, wiggle your toes, maybe turn your neck a little bit, whatever you need to do to relax. And inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. That feels so good. So as I said, this is the wonderful meditation. I am present in everything I see, everything I hear, everything I touch, everything I taste, and everything I smell. This is true for me, and this is also true for you. So let's focus on what we see, what surrounds us in our lives that we can see. There is nothing that is visible without me. I create and I bring the things that I see into my life. Look around you. What do you see? Odds are what you see are things that you decided to put around you, to bring into your home. There is nothing visible without me. Now repeat after me. There is nothing visible without me. Nothing visible without me. There is nothing that is heard without me. I create and bring the things that I hear into my life. Do you choose certain music when you're in a sad mood or when you're in a happy mood? You make deliberate choices. Do you set an alarm clock in the morning? Do you have another way of waking up? You choose the sounds that are in your life. You are a co-creator. Think of some of the sounds that you hear on a regular basis. Now repeat after me. Nothing is heard without me. Nothing is heard without me. Now, think about the things that you can touch, things that are in your life. Maybe they're soft, maybe they're a little scratchy, maybe maybe they're firm, maybe they're soft. All these things that you can touch. Think about some of your favorite things that are around you that you like to touch. You chose those things to be around you. And the beautiful part is, if you don't like them, you can choose again. You're not stuck with anything. So there's nothing tangible without me. And repeat, there is nothing tangible without me. Nothing has taste without me. I create and I bring the things that I taste into my life. Take a moment, think about your favorite thing that you like to taste. Is it sweet? Is it salty? Is it chocolatey? Is it ice cream? Is it fresh fruit? Is it something tangy? Is it something spicy? You make all these choices about what you taste. And repeat after me. There is nothing that has taste without me. There is nothing that has taste without me. Now, let's talk about your sense of smell. Nothing has odor or fragrance. I like that word better. There's a more positive connotation with fragrance. Nothing has fragrance without me. I create and I bring the things that I smell into my life. Think about some of your favorite smells. I'm thinking of something citrusy right now. It always smells so fresh. Maybe something a little spicy, more cinnamon or vanilla or lavender. All these wonderful scents. Oh, the smell of freshly mown grass or the autumn leaves, they have a smell. All the things that you bring into your life that are pleasant, that have pleasant fragrances. And repeat after me. There is nothing that has fragrance without me. There's nothing that has fragrance without me. Now let your mind go anywhere. Maybe thinking of your favorite places, your favorite things that you like to wear, touch, your favorite sights or favorite sounds, and realize you are present in everything that you think. There are no thoughts without me. I create and bring the thoughts into my life. If I have thoughts that I don't want to hang on to, I can easily just send them on their way. If I have thoughts that I enjoy, that empower me, that invigorate me, I can hang on to those a little longer. I can keep them and I can make them mine. I create all the thoughts that cross my mind. There is no thought without me. And repeat, there is no thought without me. I allow them into my life, or I send them on my way. Now go into your heart. Picture the loving vibrations moving out, out, out from the center of your heart like ripples on a pond. I am present everywhere. Nothing can be without me. And repeat, nothing can be without me. I am present in everything I see, in everything that I hear, in everything that I touch, I taste, I smell. I am passionately living my purpose out loud. And now, because we have wonderful music waiting for us and a wonderful message, just slowly join us, come back, wiggle your shoulders if you need to, and let's go to music by Leah.
That was so submersive. It was brilliant. Thank you so much. I believe we've sung this song together. This is a song that I learned as a little girl with slightly different lyrics. If it's familiar to you and once it becomes familiar to you, I invite you to sing along. This is the day. This is the day that true love has made. That pure love has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is the day that pure love has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that pure love has made. This is the day, this is the day that pure love has made. That pure love has made. Repeat after me. I will rejoice. Now you. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is a day that pure love has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is a day, this is a day that pure love has made. I will enter these gates with thanksgiving in my heart, and I will rejoice for love has made me glad. I will enter these gates with thanksgiving in my heart, and I will rejoice for love has made me glad. Love has made me glad. Love has made me glad. I will rejoice for love has made me glad. Love has made me glad. Love has made me glad. I will rejoice for love has made me glad. Okay, one more time that refrain. This is the day. This is the day that pure love has made. Pure love has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is a day that pure love has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is a day, this is a day that pure love has made, that pure love has made.
Woo! That was great. That was absolutely great. I was over here dancing in my chair. I don't know about you. This is the day. So welcome to the last week in August, where that beautiful meditation that was just a journey through affirmation about our senses. Thank you, Tamara, where we just know that none of this life that we experience could exist without us experiencing it. It's beautiful. It's as if the universe itself, as if the infinite itself said, I want to feel what it feels like to see this world through Shar or Tamara or Leah. I want to see what it's like to be me through Leah and this music. And so the universe, the intelligence that created all things, incarnated itself as each and every one of us and said, what does it look like from this point of view? And when I put it like that, does that change it for you? Does that change anything? When I say that the universe purposely said, I'm going to get together just the right combination of all things, and I'm going to mold this being called, and then insert your own name. I think it's quite fascinating, because that means that we are imbued with this divine something that's here to burst forth and be not just held within us, but to be shared with the world. This entire month, we've been talking about our passion and what is our purpose. And then we culminate with this last week. We talk about living it out loud. Let's just do it loudly and proudly. But as just a recap, what I want to do is just start real simply. I feel like it's like a 3-step program. I love a good 3 steps. Am I right? I love it. So we started with talking about every single one of us does have imbued within us a divine purpose. Sometimes we don't know what it is because it's been tamped down by society, expectations, the norms, and all the things. And we get just so bogged down with the way it's always been done that we don't even consider ways in which we could do something. I'm reminded of a game called Go. It's like a 4,000-year-old Chinese game. And what the studiers of artificial intelligence did was they fed an artificial intelligence computer all the rules of Go. And there's a lot of rules. I want to say 32,000 rules. I don't know, a lot of rules. And so the computer played itself and taught itself how to play Go. They took the reigning champion of Go, the human being who plays Go and wins all over the world. They sat that person in front of this computer. Of course, in my mind, I've got him sitting in front of a robot, but I'm pretty sure it was just him and a screen. And the computer beat him. And the reason the computer beat the reigning champion in the world is because the computer was not trained on the way humans normally play Go. Hear what I'm saying. The machine was not trained on how humans normally play it. It was trained on the rules. It was trained on, now imagine this, imagine the computer itself is just saying, well, what are the rules? What are the laws of physics? What is reality? I don't care how you were raised and you were taught to think that you were fat or too short, too tall. The computer does not know anything about that. All it knows are what are the rules? And then based on the presentation, what's in front of it, it chooses based on that. It doesn't have a lot of baggage. And so the human being made that move that normally stumps every other player opposite him. But turns out there's a legal move that nobody typically uses because it's not commonly used, and we forgot all about it. The game is 4,000 years old. Nobody has done that in years. That works. And the game was won by the computer. And I took this to mean that if I can come at situations with a beginner's mind, if I can come at a situation with not the thought of all the things I can't do and all the ways that the world has programmed me to think and feel and react instead of respond, if I can come at the world as if I am an intelligent divine being that has all possibilities available to me, I have the divine artist of the whole landscape in my back pocket because that's who I am. What if I come to a situation with that kind of energy? Oh, people don't usually do that. Huh, look, Charlene is doing that. Is that supposed to be? Well, it's not illegal. I guess she could. Yeah, turns out lots of options open up when we don't talk ourselves out of them before we give them a chance to live and express themselves as us. I bet each and every one of us has had a moment where we tried something that everybody said, why would you take that risk, Tamara? You have a good job right now. Why would you leave the school where you already know the kids and you already know the teachers? And okay, it kind of sucks, but all jobs suck, really. Why would you leave? No. Tamara said, I feel like there's something bigger and better over there for me. I feel like I don't have to talk myself out of the things I want just because I have fear, doubt, and uncertainty. How about I move anyway, knowing that I am empowered by this divine thing in me that's bigger than anything that the world can toss at me. How about that? And she did it, and it's amazing. We were chatting before service. It's amazing how this teaching like totally works. Like what? Yes, it totally works. So the first step that we talked about was sit down. Remember, sit down. And I used the S word. I said, shut up and listen. And what are we listening for? Our passion, whatever it is that gives us that fire, that anything that makes us more interested, perk up a little bit. You know, these kinds of things that get your ears going. And it won't be the same for each of us because the divine is not repeating itself over and over. Each person is different. Each person's going to light up a little bit about something. And so we are told to follow that fire, follow that passion. That's step one if you're tracking this at home. Now you found your passion, or maybe you found what might be a thread of a hint of a possibility of maybe a passion. Good. What do you do next? Well, next, you practice it. You follow those golden breadcrumbs. I call them golden breadcrumbs because they're little things that are lying there and they catch your attention. And they typically are related to another little thing that caught your attention. And that's typically related to another little thing. It's a little trail of breadcrumbs that are glowing so that we can follow it and find our way. Who's dropping them? I don't know. A golden fairy who has a bread loaf of gold, maybe, but it's something that captures our attention, and it because we noticed it, it's ours to do. Or it's ours to pay attention to. It's ours to weave together a custom little ball of truth and then possibly share it. Sharing it is kind of step 2 and step 3. So step 2, we notice it, we practice it, we share it a little bit. So this has to do with comfort zone. I know it's going to be hard for those of you creative types. Let's say you have a song rolling around in your head, or it's a poem that's kind of trying to make its way, or it's just an essay you're trying to write. Usually you'll start it and you'll keep it private because you're a little bit like, I don't know if I'm going to share this with the world. And then you may share it with a few close friends. This is our second step. Share it with your precious community. Do you have a new meditation you'd like to try out? Did you try it for yourself and you love it? Do you want to text all of the friends in the friend group at CSL Leesburg and say, guys, I've got this great meditation. Let's all get together on Zoom on Saturday night. And it's a 20-minute meditation. Tell me what you think. We shop it around with the people that love us. The community that loves each other will get together. They'll pray together. They'll meditate together. They'll play. They'll eat. They will further strengthen the connection that they're growing, because this also further strengthens the conviction of our passion. And it's a nice, safe place. You guys have been giving me this safe place to be a minister for like 3+ years now. I appreciate it. If I didn't have this nurturing space to try my talks and the way that I talk and the design, I would be terrified to just step out in front of a big group like Agape and just start talking. Are you kidding me? No, not right away. Thank you very much. We need to share it, and we need to share it with our close friends. And that does require a little bit of effort, a little bit of comfort zone cracking, and it's what we need to do. I have a couple of quotes. I should probably mention them before I go much further. One of these quotes is from Steve Maraboli. He has a book called Unapologetically You. Now, if you're going to try to seize the day, he says, live your truth, express your love, share your enthusiasm. I tend to share my to the point where people are like, it's too early. Could you not do all that? Okay, sorry. Share your enthusiasm. Do it. Take action toward your dreams, he says. Walk your talk. Dance and sing to your music. And you don't have to get permission. Unapologetically you. Yes, dance and sing to your music. He says, embrace your blessings and make today worth remembering. Because here's the little thing I don't want to point out. And there's so much going on in the world. And you guys, we only have today. What if your life was done? Tomorrow morning, 4 a.m., that's it. You get your golden ticket to the divine next step. What things would you do today if you knew this was your last day? I just had a thought. Yikes. Wouldn't it be terrible if somebody actually did? I'm like, Charlene, you spoke that into existence. No. Okay. There was just it was a thought experiment. But think about it. What would you do today if today was your last day? And then I have to ask you, is it really, really different from what you're gonna do today? Why is that? These are good questions. Because Helen Keller, remember the groundbreaking, beautiful being who broke through all the barriers that were supposed to hold people back. She broke through all of them. She said, listen, life is either a daring adventure or it's nothing at all. We have to treat our life as if it's a daring adventure. So we have a passion that we've sat and cultivated with ourselves. We've realized what types of things we want to be good at, or things that are trying to speak through us. And we know that the universe is living itself, or the infinite, the divine. Call it God if you want to call it God. Whatever name you have for it is speaking and living and being through us. And the way that we do this is because we have, let's see, it can be, wait, hold on. It is indeed, here it is, our spirit-infused responsibility to share our gifts. Okay, so spirit-infused, that means spirit said, I'll wake up and I'm going to be Charlene, and I'm going to do this all throughout the short time that we have in this meat suit. It's my responsibility to share my gifts authentically me, because therefore I'm being more and more in line with what the divine said, what the divine designed. And it would be thievery if I were to imitate someone else, try to be like them fully. I'm supposed to be like myself. And that is the goal. So how am I seeing the world? How am I waking up in the world? And when we went through that meditation with the sights and the sounds and the touch and the smells, we are doing all this from our senses that are divinely inspired. And this world, from this point of view, would not exist without our individuality. So we have our 2 steps. Now the third step gets a little deep because we're supposed to take it out, further out. So if life is a canvas and it's an empty canvas when we're born, then our choices and our creative expression, all the things that we're co-creating, those become the strokes, broad strokes and tiny strokes on this canvas of our life. What are we going to do with this resulting art? Are we going to place it on our wall in our house and keep it close? Only I can see it and only the 3 friends that I invite over can see it. Or are we going to expose it to the world? And come what may, those who are inspired by it get inspired. Those who just don't even see it, well, it's not for them. That is the third step. To take what it is that we've cultivated, whatever it is that we're passionate about, whatever it is we've decided what our purpose is, and then put it on public display. No longer curating just our audience to be just this few set of people, but everyone can see it. And then we do it with conviction. We live out loud with it, because it would be terrible to just die with all this potential possibility locked inside. It would be a tragedy for all. I think about all the people. What if they just died and said, never mind, I really don't care whether a light bulb does the light thing? Thomas Edison. What if he didn't try 999 times to make it work? What if he just stopped at time number 5 and said, nah? So we are to do the thing and be out loud with it. So Ernest Holmes in The Science of Mind says, there is nothing from which to make things except ideas. I know that's a weird way to put it. You can't make anything until you have an idea. That's what he's saying. In the beginning, we behold nothing visible. There's only infinite possibility in the beginning. A limitless imagination sitting inside our consciousness. That's the beginning. There's nothing. And if you were to trace this back, like we do in some of our classes, we'll go back to the Genesis, the book of Genesis. In the beginning, there was nothing. And then the word was spoken into the void, and then the thing became created. That's the steps of how to create things. From our unlimited possibility, from our consciousness, we have an idea, and it's an idea that is ours. You know the ones that are yours. And if you don't know, refer back to step 1. Sit down, hush, and listen for what it is that's ours. There'll be some property to it, something that makes us do it anyway. There will be people who will naysay about your ability, and we are to do it anyway, because there's something in us that is trying to express as us, and it is here to bless other people. This reminds me of a story. There was a young lady named Stephanie Geminata. You know who that is? Doesn't sound familiar? No? All right, listen to her story. She was born in 1986. Back in the 1900s, yeah, she was born. She was bullied through school. She was called the germ. She was labeled as weird, an outsider. She struggled to make it through. But since the age of 4, she had been playing the piano, and quite well. She would start playing and she just got it. There was something about her that made her really good at the piano, and she loved to sing. So she'd play the piano and she would sing, and she was somewhat of a child prodigy on that piano. But at school, she just was treated the worst of the worst. But Stephanie loved what she did. She knew her passion. She was so young when it first showed itself that she started singing at open mic nights, keeping that community close. Open mic nights where people, a safe place to sing in front of people. She had her family around her. There were safe places for her to do her passion thing. And she then started making it a little bigger on a bit of a bigger stage. She started auditioning for different high school plays. She got rejected a lot. She auditioned for things in a wider audience, got rejected a lot. Later, there was even some sexual abuse when she trusted some producer who said they could make her great. That didn't go well. She said she spent 2.5 years just learning how not to think about ending it all. My gosh, this poor person, like, what the heck? So, but somewhere in there was this thread of, I love music, I love to sing, and even though these horrible things have happened to me, this is not everything. This is not all that I am. There's something bigger in me that needs to be expressed. So she kept following that passion, following that fire. Well, today you know her as Lady Gaga. I know, chills, right? There's a song that she sang that if it weren't for her, there are so many lesbian, gay, and trans, all of the LGBTQIA plus community got their life to, I was born this way. They sing it, I was born, man. And there are people crying, hugging her, crying, telling her that if you didn't sing that song, I would have taken my own life. She has saved so many people just by being herself, living all the way out loud. Now, if you talk about living out loud, Lady Gaga is the poster child for living out loud. Anybody who wears a meat suit to a to a Grammys, or come on, like literal meat hanging off of it. She's amazing. Who knew that that's how she got her beginning? She's recognized for her philanthropy. She gives a lot to people in need. I can't speak. She has also been an advocate for mental health issues, women's causes, and civil rights in general. You will see her right in front when it comes to that. And so that's just one of the excellent examples of just living out loud. What is it that we're here to do? And some of us know it at a very early age. Some of us still are poking around in our subconscious, trying to find what it is that was suppressed when we were so young. And then once we land upon that step one, take that passion, take that purpose, nurture it, bring it out slowly if you must, into a community of people that love you. Start working on it there, and then it will snowball. It will make a difference in other people's lives. Do we need to be award-winning and Grammy-winning and record-breaking? No, but you can break records in terms of your own compassion. You can break the record for the most hellos and smiles I've given in a day. You could do that for yourself. You can break the record of the most helpful, compassionate responses when people seem dejected. How about this one? I read another story real quick. I'll tell you about this story about a young lady who was at a roller skating rink or something with her father, and her father was being just absolutely mean, telling her she's nothing, she's not worth anything. This girl was 12 years old. And this lady, the girl wrote an article in one of the things I read, and she said, I still remember, I'm 18 now, and I remember 6 years ago, I was in a roller skating rink and my father was being horrible. And this lady came by and said, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You are precious, you're intelligent, and you're gorgeous. You're going to be great. You don't listen to him. He's got his own problems. And then she said it in a way that didn't get the girl in more trouble. If you've ever been with an angry, abusive, narcissistic person, what you don't want to do is stoke the fire. So the lady said it to the girl in a way that wouldn't get the girl in trouble. And then the lady noticed when the man went to the men's room, she came over and said a few more things that were so uplifting to the young lady, to the 12-year-old girl. This 12-year-old has carried that with her through the whole probably horrible teenage years with her dad and held on to that. Can you be that person for someone else? Can you break that record for yourself? Bust through somebody's self-absorbed reject, whatever they're feeling, help them to see who they really are. That's your homework, because we're all here to just be that for someone else. We're all here to help make the world a much, much better place, and we can do it. All right, let's go within and have our prayer. Let me check the chat. All right. So let's go within and just knowing that there's only one divine power that's everywhere present. There's no spot without the presence of the infinite, intelligent, loving energy that spawned forth all things. And it too is living and moving and breathing and pulsing as each and every one of us. There can be no separation. We are living in this divine energy, and we have access to it. More and more of this power can be ours if we just claim it, if we just know that we are powered by the infinite, that there are no limitations. We do not have a limited set of what we can and cannot do. The universe and the divine is infinite. It doesn't matter how people have done things before. We have access to the unlimited number of ways that things can happen. We have every right to expect perfection and joy, not perfection external, but internal joy, peace, love, power, wealth, friendships, and all matter of abundance in all areas of our lives. We have every right to it. It is our birthright. And any other idea that is unlike that is simply false and simply falls away in the light of the absolute truth that we are divine beings here having a human experience for a limited amount of time. And therefore, in this moment, I speak my word that each and every person that can hear me speak chooses to seize this day. This is the day, right here, right now, the Lord has made. Through us, as us, we touch things and they prosper. That's how that works. Even in the face of so many things unfolding on the planet, from racially targeted hate activity, that's not cool. And I speak my word that right now in Florida, right in the middle of Jacksonville, awareness is unfolding. And good unfolds right here, right now, even in the midst of that situation. And anywhere in the world that there's any sense of unrest, just anything that's unlike our divine nature is slowly bringing itself into the awareness of the divine, and it falls away, only to reveal the truth. So I speak my word of gratitude, knowing that it is all good. All good is unfolding even now. I rest, knowing that it is so. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. And Leah will come back and give us another one of those amazing tunes.
Thank you so much, Shar. I love the synchronicity of today's message and the Carpe Diem, the underlying Carpe Diem theme of it. About 2 days ago, I woke earlier than I intended to, and this song came to me, and I wanted to share it with Layla. She was one of the first people I wanted to share it with, and I'll get a chance to do that now. No one else has heard it, so yeah, I'm seizing the opportunity. Last night from my slumber, I woke remembering I got up to write this down. Felt like it was happening now. The best for my children, all I could give them, everything that we could see. The magic we Every day is a new moment. Every day we're reaching forward. Leave the old you in the dust, the new you's calling you. Grab it now. Gotta grab it now. This morning I'm writing, relating wisdom just as it was sung to me. A tiny slice of prophecy, much more than a message, a mantra meaning far surpassing melody, reminding us we all are free. Every day is a new moment. Every day we're reaching forward. Leave the old you in the dust, the new you's calling you. Grab it now. Gotta grab it now. Oh, everything's here, all that you need. Call down the rain, you have planted your seeds. Yeah, here comes the sun, just doing its thing. It's your turn to laugh, to love, to live, and to receive. Oh, oh, oh. Every day is a new moment. Every day you're reaching skyward. Leave the old you in the dust, the new you's calling you. Grab it now. Gotta grab it now. Leave the old you in the dust, the future's calling you. Grab it now. Will you grab it now? You can have it now. Just gotta grab it now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. First of all, incredible message. Thank you so much, Charlene. I'm going to save a comment that I have for our pearls after our service. And we just heard a brand new song. That is so exciting. Thank you so much, Leah. Wow. All right. Now is the time to bless the donations that are shared today. At CSL Leesburg, we believe in the law of circulation, just like you heard in our opening video. So we are a tithing community. The donations that are shared with our center allow us to come to you to bring this message and this music and the meditation every Sunday, but also we pass it on to others who support our vision for helping to create a world that works for everyone. We also donate to our home organization, and also organizations that are local and sometimes organizations that are afar. But look at your screen. We have so many ways. Oh my gosh, it's on fire. look at the screen. There's so many ways for you to give. Odds are you found a way that works for you. No matter how you are giving, just know that we are so grateful, and join us now in the blessing of our gifts. The presence of Spirit within me blesses everyone I meet, tends to heal everything I touch, brings gladness into the life of everyone I contact. Therefore, I am a blessing to myself, to humankind, and to the day in which I live. And so it is. All righty, and now it's time for announcements. So, Dream Study is coming back. It's going to be Saturdays, and I think that's September 10th, Charlene. So Saturdays, Eastern Standard Time will be the first one at 10 a.m. We're moving into Saturdays so that more people, oh, look at her. She's going right in there.
I'll change it. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
So we're doing this at 10 a.m. on Saturdays so that everyone can join us. Those of you who work, those of you who are on the West Coast, we want to make this something that everyone can participate in. It will be about an hour, and such a close-knit community of friends that they'll meet, they'll do their dream study, and then if you want to hang around a little bit afterwards, they'll catch up and just share. So dream study, it's coming back very, very soon. We also have, in line with the theme for September, September's theme is Love Out Loud. And on September 17th, the message is going to be love thy neighbor. So we're going to encourage you to bring a friend, invite a friend to join us. We're going to ask you to let us know so that we can let them in the door because of the world we live in. But we're giving you a heads up. Think about a friend that you think our message might resonate with them, and bring them to our service. We're going to do something a little special, welcoming folks, welcoming visitors on this day, Sunday, September 17th. So a little heads up. All right. Sunday lunch bunch.
Don't worry about it. Sorry, I shouldn't be there.
It's back, but I'm thinking, like, is that going to be September? I don't have my calendar. It's
Okay. Yeah.
second. Yeah, there it is. The September. Is that right then?
Yeah, because the 9th was a Saturday.
Oh, I was wrong. All right. September 10th is Sunday. That's where we're going to have our next lunch bunch. For those of you who are in the Northern Virginia area, you can join us at Wegmans. You can mark your calendar. Holy cow. You can tell I have my August calendar up
Yeah.
on the wall. All right, folks. You heard me mention pearls. If you can hang around after service, we love to talk. We love to share what parts of the message today or the meditation or the music do you want to talk about? Like I said, I have something that I can't wait to share. If you have to leave us, please know that we send you off with our love and our blessings. But let's first do our official closing. So put your hands over your heart. Give yourself a big old hug because you are amazing. Oh, you are divinely created. Charlene talked about sending that message out to everyone that we meet, how you can make a difference in people's lives. But remember to just love yourself first. It all starts with self-love. So with all that, repeat after me. I am love.
I am love.
Thank you so much. All right. Now we know that we have to pass this on to others. So we're sending this out to other people. It could be people in the room with you. It could be somebody who you want to send love out. We know that we're all connected. They can get it. It can travel. So think of someone that you want to send love to and repeat after me. You are love.
You are love.
Beautiful. Now put your hands up in the air. This is what we call love sprinkles. Surround yourself with love. It's all love, folks.
It's all love.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. Thank you for unmuting and joining. I really appreciate that. All right. Thank you again for joining us today. I know with complete confidence that there are moments from the service that are just going to resonate with you and they're going to travel with you, not just today, but this week. And we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Join us if you can for Pearls. Hang around with us. But if you have to go, like I said, we send you off with our love and blessings. Have a great day.